Bye-bye, fan. You make too much noise. So here's what we got here. We got a hair in my phone, apparently. But we got all 8 of our pistons. We got NOS piston rings for standard bore 3/16 or 3 7/16. My bad. Right there. From McHenry. I kind of like these because these are pretty neat. They don't package shit like this no more. And of course, as you saw, our old Federal Mogul, a little bit oversized bearings are undersized, and they look beautiful. They look like chrome polish. And we got a mile of parts. Teeks here. I say hi, Teek.
How's it going, guys?
And little Hemi, and then big Hemi, but little Hemi. So what I'm going to show you is just a neat little trick. I just showed this to Teek, and I figured it was worth putting on camera. So when you're building an engine, it's important to check your ring gap. So what you do is you slide that puppy right in there like so. Push her on down. And you want to take a piston, ideally a good piston and not a crap one. And you slide it down on the bore. Get it seated in there real nice to where the piston ain't got no slop. Pull it out, and there's your ring end gap. And you got to have, each engine's a little bit different, but typically go over to a trusty dusty old book, read what it says, check it with a feeler gauge. If it's not enough, file it out. If it's just right like this is, you can tell. I can tell just by eyeballing that fine. Because what happens in the cylinder, there's a lot of heat in there, and that expands, and you don't want those to touch. When those touch, the piston will explode, and that's no fun for anybody. And this looks like it's got cracks in it, but it's not. That looks like crap. Man. Anyways, so that's just what I'm going to show you. We're going to get to work working on this old engine. We're going to get this bottom end assembled. Of course, we're going to actually do that, tomorrow, not today, when Dad's home, so that way we can just hammer it all together, get it done. We got a camshaft on the way from Hard Face Cams or Hard Cams, and from California, and we'll hopefully have that. And then we'll get push rods and lifters, and then we'll be putting this engine together. So stay tuned. Yeah, Michael, we got your spark plug wires perfectly routed.
Yeah.
This is the one bright side to today so far. biggest pain in the ass. Turns kind of stiff. Kinda.
Still turns, they walk out.
Yeah, it turns. That's what happens when your only mode of buying parts is NOS crap. Yeah. Put one of them rod bearings in on number one and it got really stiff, and we took it back out because it was too stiff, and it destroyed that rod bearing, and the crank is smooth. There's no way it could have gotten damaged. But there it is. It's all together. Well, the bottom end is waiting on the camshaft from California, and once that gets here, you know, we'll start putting all that together. Of course, once the cam's here and we get our push rods and our lifters, then the whole engine is done. Everything else is ready.
You want started?
We're gonna get a starter from Jesse. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. Sorry, we're all kind of just defeated after all this headache. So this little section is gonna be over pretty soon. Hope you enjoyed watching the whole camera thing. I let Dad run it while I went and got some headers from my brother's engine, so that way he can get it fired up soon. But yeah, hope you're enjoying, and I guess part 10 will be out whenever I get the rest of the parts. Thanks for watching. Bye.
You tell Dad about that soupy shit you stepped in?
Michael, I was actually filming. Thanks, asswipe. I was actually filming. Yeah, I stepped in noodles at Bobby's that had probably been out there for about a week.
Woo!
Yeah, it wasn't good. I had to take a twig and scrape it out of my boot. Wasn't good. I hate this engine. But we'll get it fired up soon.
They're open, you.
Yeah, Michael, we got your spark plug wires perfectly routed.
Yeah.
This is the one bright side to today so far. I mean, we did get the bottom end assembled, but yeah, this made my day better. See, we also, this, whatever this big funky cap is, PCV, whatever it is, oil breather, it actually holds on this wire. And then it crosses the number 8 wire for, you know, better conductivity.
That it does.
The more wires that cross, we need to actually cut a little bare spot in them wires. That way it gets like really good contact. Michael, I don't think your wire job's gonna work.
So it lay on the ground.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
I'm also missing a spark plug on this side.
Well, we're gonna make an air compressor out of that side. Let me just help you here, Michael. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. That'll work. Right? Yeah, definitely. Kids, don't put your headers on with studs. It's a bad idea.
Don't put your headers on with dead shot. Bad idea.
Excuse me there, sir. Mr. Bent Over, Mr. In Natural Position. Who got you these free headers? Who got you the free headers?
Bobby gave them to me.
I gave them to Bobby for his birthday, thank you.
And he gave them back to me.
He gave them back to me.
I picked them up.
Doesn't mean anything. I didn't told him I was taking one pair of headers back.
It's supposed to go somewhere.
Yeah, that holds this bracket. So that way it ain't sitting there doing this. I think it went into the alternator or something. I don't remember. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna end it. Say bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, Michael.
Bye.
Okay.